Okay. Hello. Hello everyone. How is it going? I hope it's doing well. Yeah. It was. Oh, why is it that not available? What happened here, guys? Huh? Let me check real quick. Why did I not see the chat in my own OBS? Oh, great. I just go away for a week and now chat isn't working on me. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Also, OBS lagged, but I will take it down to simple connection errors. Okay, here we are. It just needed to refresh a little bit. Okay, guys, how's everyone doing? I hope your day is treating you well. Mine was just a very exhausting week. Even though, like it's August, like everyone said, summer, the hot weather doesn't help much. With the situation, let me put the transition. VTuber Timothy won't be here for a little bit, but I will try to load the VTuber model up real quick. Let me change this to back to starting soon, just in case. I don't know. There is always an issue with frames here, but oh well, I can't do much about it. If it's going to lag way too much, I will just switch it to my PNG tube. Okay, here we are. Here we have a transition. Okay, how's your day, everyone? Once again, I'm asking. This stream is going to be probably my last one before I go for vacation. I'm going to prepare for a big trip. I'm going to. It's going to be really fun because it's it's not that I'm just going to go just for chillax and to the sea, and all that. I'm just going to be going in a lot of places in just 6 days. For anyone interested, I'm just going to do a trip around Peloponnesus. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be by bus, so and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. So I can see that I have the clean line art for that one, but I don't have the eye cover, so I don't know why I copy paste this. Like I redraw this. I will just do a lot of copy pasting for the line art for that one, and just move the eye cover. Yeah, I will just move the eye cover to the next slide, and we will be good. Oops, wrong layer, guys, wrong layer. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, so I will be doing a road trip to Peloponnesus. So this is going to be. Why is it going up? That's strange. That's the first. Let me check out something. That's new. That's something I didn't expect. That's so odd. Guys, excuse me real quick. I will do a save. Close the program. oh, okay, another day, another drawing program. Everything crashed burns because I didn't fact check them, even though Sai was working real well when I was doing my stuff. So that's a new one. I didn't mean to do that. Let me try now. Okay, now that's better. Okay, we're good to go. Back to our regular scheduled program. I hate it when the computer does that. That's so stupid, actually. Okay, we're good to go. So, I don't want to do this. Okay. So basically, I will do a trip to Peloponnesus. I will go visit a lot of different places, and I hope to just save some time to go to the beach, because God, I really need a really good beach trip. Even though I went to another to a small trip just to have just to sunbathe and play around in the sea, you know, the whole gist. Which was in a place called Amouliani. It was really nice. Like, the waters are so crystal clear and so clean. It was really nice. Even though the trip at some point on the way of return got it got messy, because I didn't go by myself or with just a small group of friends. I went with the whole group, with the whole travel group. It was basically somewhat organized, and I will tell you why I consider it somewhat organized, as I just move the parts that I want to put in the second sketch real quick. I had probably a cape somewhere. Okay, let me see. No, I didn't have a cape. So we will go with the whole copy pasting real quick. So the whole mess was devolved around over the the head counting. You have to do that each time you before you board the bus, or to have an idea who's in your team and how many people are around. Yeah, that kind of didn't happen at the start of the trip. We have a basic idea how many we were at the trip. Like, basically around 45 people. And then, like, basically the bus stop had 3 stops to drop off people on different areas. So, oops, sorry, my ear. One area was called Ierissos, which was a part of Chalkidiki. The other was Tripiti, which basically was for the people who were going to visit Amouliani. For those, Amouliani is a small island in Chalkidiki. Totally recommend it. And then it was for people who are going to visit Uranopoli, which was the last bus stop, basically. Okay, let me see real quick. Okay, that's the sketch 2. That's folder 1. Okay, so we are in sketch 2. Good to know. Those are here too. Okay, the whole thing happens and we go, we have a really good time. Oh, Judy! Judy's crying. Oh, baby. The poor baby. So we have a good time. Me with my friend were really organized. Wait, let me bring Judy here. Judy! Judy! Oh well, she doesn't wanna. Oh well, so we have a really good time. We enjoyed our trip to the beach. We ate some really nice food. Everything was perfect. We also were really on time with the whole going back because for the beach we have to. In order to go to the beach, we had to take a small bus. But it had specific schedules that it was in. It had specific schedules, and also the boat had specific schedule, which is normal. So we were basically organized with my friend, so we are going to take this bus at that specific hour, and then we are going to take this ship for that specific hour to be back right on time, maybe have some time to spare just in case the bus arrives early. And the bus did arrive early, by the way, so we were right on the spot when we got back from our vacation from Amouliani. And so basically the bus to take us back home arrives, and basically we go in, take our places, take our seats, and there were already people arguing about their seats because people wanted to sit with their friends, but the travel agency assigned them on different seats, and you know the gist. Me and my friend were like, he had tickets that said we are going to sit next to each other, so we were good, no one bothered us. But yeah, the other ones were in for a ride. So as they got in, the driver was just a guy who probably was doing his job just to make ends meet. Like, I just felt bad for the guy. He barely spoke Greek, which is the first, which no shade to him, but when you were assigned to basically do the head counting, you should at least be able to pronounce the names somewhat right. Like, I don't mind my surname being pronounced wrong, even though it's not that complicated. I get the whole tone system and the whole thing can be a little bit quirky. Yeah, but he was just counting us, and he felt like something was wrong because they weren't mathing. He didn't even took the paper and started calling us by name, which, yeah, that should have been his at least second thought when he thought the math ain't mathing. And also the most important thing from the whole trip, it's that there was usually in trips like that, there is always a guide who assumes the role of basically the guy who oversees the group for cases like that of missing out a person or two. And then there is a driver who does the driving. Usually drivers shouldn't do the whole head counting. In that case, that specific driver had to do the head counting too, when he barely could pronounce the majority of Greek names, let alone the other Balkan names that they were in the list. Because, let's be real, our fellow Balkans here and there have some. They do have some names that are more complicated than ours, because they have a whole different alphabet. Anyways, that happens. He was like, something is wrong, I can feel it. But he was like, maybe I should check to Eurisos too, maybe all the other people are in there. We go to Eurisos, and they were just 4 people, so there weren't any missing. There was still a missing person, and he was like, okay, so we are missing a person, so we have to stay here and find out who is that missing person. Well, it would be safe to say that people didn't take this very kindly when they were told that they are going to delay their arrival back to their homes because they lost a person. We lost a person, guys. We lost them. And the best case scenario, we just find out that the person overslept at the beach and now is on the way back, so we just backtrack. Or the worst case scenario, something actually bad happened to him and we have to stay a lot of hours. Maybe in getting the police involved. That's the worst case scenario. But yeah. Both front 2, not 3, 2. And that's the upper house. Upper house, front, and 2. So this was the situation. Let me just remove the sketch from 2, put it a little bit down. Okay, now what I'm going to do for this sketch, and I will get back to the story time. First, I will drink some water. Second of all, I will find the sketch. What's that extra layer? That's not the one that I'm looking for. Let me put here the name front line 1, which is basically the first line art here for the most bare bones for Co. And then I will just go and do the changes for the second front. And then we can move to sketching the back, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Because I hardly ever do the backs of characters, which is something I should probably tackle. Will I do that? Anyways. I don't know what's the purpose of this layer, so I will keep it for now. Okay, first things first, a lot of the warm makeup, it's going to be removed because it's going to be covered by this. Okay. I will probably have to find a head how the cover is. Where is the eye cover now? I had it somewhere, I remember. Give me a second. That's the face, that's the war makeup. I remember having it somewhere. Baseline. Ah, there it is. It's back on the front one. It should move. Okay. Okay, with that, back to our scheduled problem. Okay, so we are at the Eerie Souls. Most of them freaked the fuck out of the passengers. Most of them had the right to do so. Because what the fuck, you just lost a passenger. And because you didn't did the head count properly, where are your boss? Where are your manager? You know the gists. I want to speak to your manager. Give me the phone. Give me the paper. Let me take the head count. It was it became very chaotic after that, and it was me and my friend just sitting in at our seats, and we were like playing back and forth with our fun. We're just, oh god, we're exhausted. We have no seats to give, so we will just silently judge you while we are making some air for us. Because let's be real, it was hot. Also, I'm going to erase the eyes. R.I.P. Ko's beautiful eyes. They will be maced. Yeah, I don't know much about the nose. I don't think I should erase it. No, I think I should erase it. I will do some magic with the shading later, probably. Anyways, chaos happened. There was a particular person who had every right to be annoyed over that, but they had, okay, no offense to her, but she had so annoying voice that I was like, please, I'm tired, shut up. Please shut up. Please, like, even if you have every right by your side, you're just too much right now. I guess maybe it was the exhaustion that was talking, because you know, when you're done from a long beach trip and you're on the way home, you get that wave of exhaustion. Anyways, so this happened. There was a person like around their 20s that took the paper, and then, you know, those small mics that the bus have, and started saying names to see if everyone was present. They were present, but then they found out that there was like a foreigner that was missing, but that foreigner was never met by anyone. So that ghost foreigner, it was like, oh my god, I cannot pronounce that at all. What's wrong with me? So that foreigner, we have to find a way whether they stepped in the first place to the bus, or they just got left behind. So the driver was doing a back and forth with their supervisor, who was, and I tell you, not in the travel agency, but anywhere but the travel agency, and anywhere but the how can I say, the bus where we were doing our trip. So this happened, and now we had a very anxious let's say, crowd that were trying to find that person. We were trying not find like go out to Ierissos, because we stopped at Ierissos, trying to figure out if that person was in Ouranoupoli or in Amouliani, because the worst case scenario, that person overslept at Amouliani, and we don't know at what beach at Amouliani, because there were three big beaches Amouliani had that were accessible by bus, and we don't know at what place they went. Yeah, that person was missing. So then it was figured out that that person didn't exist at all. It was just a mix-up that that person ended up in the list of that. So we were the people who were more angry. They were angry because that delay happened and that the person was missing. Found out that there was a mix-up with the list, so that list was considered mildly unreliable. And people got angrier with every right. So, and we were like, me and my friend, we just wanted to go to the beach. What is this? Oh boy. And yeah, so people got angry, and I think some vacationers in the back spilled the coffee in the bus, just to annoy the bus driver for doing a shit job. I hope it was I want to presume it was for accident, but I won't disqualify the thing that they did it on purpose. If they did it on purpose, that's very low of them. They just lost their right to be angry at that, because basically the agency is going to use that against them, that basically they were seat travelers and seat clients. Anyways, that happened. We basically got off the bus for a little bit to stretch and buy some water, and then but before we do that, another lady, very calm, very collected person, took the list, did a head check once again, this time erasing that person that was found out that wasn't even there, because you know, the error. And then she basically found us all, except by one person who was traveling alone, with just no company, no friends, just alone for that trip. And it was from the group of Amouliani, basically in the group that me and my friend was in. So that person is stuck at Amouliani. They tried to contact. Thankfully, the list had the phone numbers, which they were right. Thankfully, there weren't any errors on that one. And yeah, so that person managed to call the missing person's number, and it was a lady, but the person who picked up the lady's phone was a man, and introduced themselves as a guide from a different traveling group. They said, and I tell you, they said that this person fainted due to a heat stroke. The bus found them, helped them recover, and now they're on the way back to Tripiti, We told them where we are, where we had the bus stop, and basically exchanged information to bring us the person back. And we were all flabbergasted. At one, thank God we found the person, and on the other, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, one person went for vacation and they almost ended up in the hospital. Which, oof. I kind of feel bad, but also, yeah, I really felt bad for the person. I really felt bad for everyone in the bus after that. Because it was a disaster, and now that everyone found out that the person who delayed the entire return was just an elderly lady who had a heat stroke, who was all by herself because. Yeah, it was the people just kind of sat it up, which probably was for the best. Like, imagine bringing that person who had recently had a heat stroke and started shit talking her because she had a heat stroke. That would be a really really new type of low. But yeah. So that happened. The person returned, thankfully, with all their senses. Nothing serious happened to them, and then we went back, and basically returned home. The trip was great, but also very chaotic at the end. So yeah, I can say it was a good experience. Nonetheless, I hope the person who had the heat stroke to be alright from now on. Yeah, so that was my trip for Amogliani. I hope I won't have any kind of sudden cases like that when I go to Peloponnesus, because we are basically going to be visiting a lot of places, and our first stop, it's going to be to the Delphi Orcal, and I'm really hype about it because, you know, some of my interests is like Greek mythology and you know how connected is the Orcal here with Apollo, and you know, I'm highly excited for that. I'm going to take a lot of pictures, and I'm going to be really annoying to my friends, like to my friends and my mutuals. And I really hope to bring some great souvenirs. Additionally, like, we are going to be visiting like Naupactus, the place where the sea, like the what's the, oh god, I forgot the word in English. Excuse me, guys, I'm going to Google search it real quick. Oh boy. Let me see. The battleships, sorry. I'm really stupid, excuse me. And me and my bad English. Not bad English, my inability to remember words. So yeah, we are going to see the place where the port where the battleship of Naupactus took place. We are going to pass the bridge of Rio Andirio. We are going to Patra. Well, we are going to visit Nafplio. I went to Nafplio, but it was a long time ago. It's a really nice city. Like, I totally recommend it. Very graphic, very pretty. Also, there is a place where they framed the bullet that went through Capodistrias, the first president of Greece. And I'm like, huh, cool. Yeah. So, fun fact, after the Greek nation got liberated and brought their first prime minister, we got potatoes. Very brief, very stupid way to talk about Greek history, by the way, modern Greek history supposedly, is that they broke Capodistrias, they demanded something happened, Capodistrias tricked the Greek people into taking potatoes, and something happened. Capodistrias made a gymnasiums instead of universities because let's be real, when Greek people got recently liberated, the last thing they have to worry is the university. Instead, they should probably build some sort of practical hands to build a normal society to survive, because they were just a small nation back then. It was Peloponnesus and some parts of Athens, where not the Greece you know now. That took a long while. Yeah, and then something happened. Mavro Michalis just shot Capodistria when he was going out of the church. And then people framed the wall that the bullet got stuck, and it's been there since the day I visited with my with my junior high. Yeah, also I'm really excited to revisit Palamidi. For those who don't know, Palamidi is a castle and also a prison that basically had imprisoned one of the greatest warriors of the Greek Revolution, Theodoros Kolokotronis, which it's kind of weird that the people who actually did so much good to bring Greece to what it is just either got murdered or just imprisoned, which is very, like, says a lot about our people. I mean, I love ancient Greek history because it's chaos, but also I have a love-hate relationship with modern Greek history because it just shows how stupid the Greek people are on certain cases. I don't know, like, we had Byzantine history, but I fell asleep. Like, they couldn't, like, I couldn't keep an eye open in Byzantine history. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure the emperors were cool, they had pretty crowns and shit, but no, like, no. Okay, so this is the cape that Ko usually wears when she's at camp. Supposedly, I don't think we will have any good mods to do that. She gives very warrior gladiator vibes, and I love that for her. The girl is a cleric, but she can actually tell you to catch these hands. Yeah, so surprisingly, I'm the kind of hobbyist history explorer. I am not that kind of serious, so if I get some facts wrong, bear with me. I do this as a hobby, as a fun time for me to broaden my horizons, because apparently the education system just put me to sleep. Anyways, I'm sorry, the Greek education system catching some strays, not gonna lie. But the only thing that I can give them is that for now, some universities are free, so you can enter them freely. But I don't know how long it's going to last with that thing that's happening right now. Anyways, I will reel back the convo to art. Okay, the thing that I want is here, like, I put the cape. Part of me really wants to color the front instead of just doing the back. Yeah. Also, I realized that I might press the pen of the sketch on the back a little bit too much. So I will probably do some parts by my here and then reel back into coloring the fronts and try to do something to fix that and work on finding some references about the back front or the back part of Ko to fix some things. Do let me know in chat if you have any ideas or any criticism about the back, because I don't do that often. I just traced myself to fix the reference, and I think it can be shown by the type of body type that I'm using. So yeah. Other than that, I think we're good for now. Let me drink some water. Okay, we're back. So, yeah. We are back, and I think I will just do this. Okay, front line 2. Front line 2. Yeah, like the lines here are too thick and probably shows my insecurity with the backside. Anywho, back to drawing. Yeah, or another different type of. Excuse me, let me lower the volume of my fan. It's going, if it feels like it's going to drill the ceiling above with how fast it goes. Yeah, another thing is that I'm trying to do in my little limited free time. Maybe I should find the back of Ko real quick. Give me a small second. Oh, she refs. Here, the back. Okay. Another thing is that I have been trying to make slow transitions to Krita, which is like a very let's say a very how can I say this, like it's a very good drawing program for an open source. Like, say what you will, say it's like a good start for beginners, and have been like my go-to choice because I can easily tweak the keys to my liking, because I'm very specific with the types of keys that I want, and a lot of free programs that do that don't give me that option. Like, I don't think Medibank or Fire Alpaca or Ibis Paint have that option to just click M and then flip the canvas, not M8. I don't know what M does. Oh, it's the square here. Okay. Or put the specific pen on that specific key. You get what I mean. So I sticked with Sai for a long while, but then Krita came around, and I was like, okay, maybe I will give it a shot. The first time that I gave it a shot, I got overwhelmed. I accidentally deleted something from that. I didn't know how to recover it, so uninstalled it. And then I was like, maybe I will give it a second chance. Like, I really want to move my projects to give them an upgrade, to say the least, because Paint Tools I can get you as far as it can. Right, like it doesn't give me like access to comics, like it doesn't have the specifics to make like it doesn't give specific comic. Like Krita has even animation in it, which could make the process of making stupid animatics really fast, without maybe and also that it won't prompt me to actually spend so much money for Clip Studio Paint. Let's I'm an artist, but I do this right now very rarely. I'm a slow drawer, yes, but also I'm a very busy person, so having a subscription to Clip Studio Paint is not worthy for me if I just use it like at the worst case scenario twice a month, because I'm being destroyed by postgraduate scheduling and life and work, if you get my gist. Okay, I will just do this, the shape for the hair, and maybe this and this, and then I will just, this is the hairline. I have to go something like that, and this. Okay, I think we got it. And yeah, so like I'm a busy person. I don't want to see like money go up the air because I forgot to use Clip Studio Paint for a month. Call me cheap, call me yes, some people will say pirated. The last time I tried even the more remotely hackery in quotation marks related, I deleted, but I destroyed the files for Baldur's Gate 3, and I had to re-download the entire game with my super slow internet. That took me a day, and I had downloaded Baldur's Gate like a day before that, and then I managed to destroy the files. Yes, I will not let go of that ever, to remind myself to not do stupid shit again. So yeah, this happened, and now I'm trying to learn Krita. I'm not in the mentality, oh my god, I must post something, or I mean nothing as an artist. I'm more of the whatever comes out. I might not even post it. Like, good for me that at least learned something from that godforsaken program. And if you ask Jasper, like, how I'm going with Krita, they will probably tell you that I was screaming in a VC over where the fuck was like the flip the canvas option, only to find out that it's M, and not H, and I was so bewildered, mentally destroyed, and like screaming, "This is stupid! Why it's not AIDS? How do I change this to look like AIDS, to be AIDS?" Yeah, I was a disaster, but it was really funny. So I hope my mutuals enjoyed that call of me struggling to Krita. Also, maybe if I'm like if I'm in a confident mood, actually, maybe we could stream art at Krita for once, for funsies. I could really I could do the characters sit here and then work on some characters of my personal project in Krita. Like, I would love to make some Gretzky character sheet and add some more details. Like I really want to do that. So right now I'm in that slow transition period where like learning about the new drawing program, but also finishing those side projects that I had here and see how it goes. From now on, I will probably do a speed paint and post it here with some. I don't know if you want, guys. Oh, ooh, it froze. It froze. The Timothy froze. Give me a second. How long has I been like? I'm stuck in that hell. Let me put the BRB. And ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Well. Oh well, this is the... Oh well, that happened. RIP Timothy. The model died on me. Oh well. That sucks. Let me bring out the small, tiny VOV tube. I hope it works. Okay. Yeah. Here I am. I'm now officially tiny. Let me just go a little bit down. Damn it. Can I just... Let me... Okay, we're good. Okay, and welcome back. This is the small PNG tube of Timothy made by Devaniox on Instagram and other socials. They have a really cool art style. Like, I've been following them for so long. Like, go check them out. Like, they have really cool, like, this was my first, like, my first steps to type of VTubing, but, well, PNG tubing most likely. This is the good old reliable of me, when internet always fails me. Yeah, so you guys, in case my VTube this gets like annihilated by slow internet, which is going to be a long problem, a long recurring problem. We are going to bring back the good old reliable CB Timothy. Yeah, which is equally adorable, more squishy like, extravagantly squeezable, twimpy. Swampy? How do we call a Timpy that is a squeeze? Like squeeze. Wait. Squeezy, I guess. Yes. Timpy can now be identified as a squeezy. Very squeezable. Okay, back to Ko. Yeah, I think she got some muscle, but not enough. Like people, like kind of how can I say this? Like not like Karlak got the type of muscles, but she got those tempus military trained muscles, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I love my silly Ko. No, that's too thin. I think I will go with the little bit of bulk here. And then here, wait, let me lock in real quick because there are some things at stake here. Okay. What like also like that day, that week was very like low energy for me, maybe because I just relaxed so much in my trip that I went like low battery mode so fast with the rest of the week. Maybe because on specific cases there were a few too exhausting encounters at work. Like there were some people like that weren't it at work, like mostly from customers. Like sometimes you're just sitting there watching the entire thing unravel in front of you, and you're just like thinking, damn, that bridge sure looks nice. What if I fell right in front of it? Oh well, not really. Keep in mind, guys, I'm good. But sometimes people like are just, damn. Like, with whom do they have a bone to pick to deserve this? And that's why you do not be an ass to random workers for no reason. Because there is probably a tiny alpine newt like civic that is cosplaying as a nymph that's going to talk shit about you on how you just depleted my social battery. Anyways, I hope to catch up with a few other people that will make the week conclude a little bit nicely. And then it's just going to be all prep for the vacation. And just chilling and relaxing. very much chilling and relaxing. Yeah, so that's that about me. Also, after the postgraduate program ended for the summer, keep in mind I passed like 2 subjects that I studied so hard and I was so happy. Like I was like, yes, I'm not a failure. Not like the failure. Like I just like yes, I would be. I was excited because I some of the subjects I really like them, and some of them I would be like, I do not want to see you ever again in my life, so I'm going to study you out of spite. Yeah, it was a subject that I really locked in because I really liked it, but also it was a subject that I was like, I do not want to see you in my life ever again. Be gone, be gone. I'm studying you because it's spiteful. imagine, imagine starting a subject because it failed you so badly. With the expectations that you just hate studied. That's me. I don't know how I did that, but I somehow managed to write 7.1 on that subject out of 10. Because I was so spiteful that I didn't want to see it ever again. No hate to the teacher, like, okay, somewhat hate, not somewhat hate. A tip of advice: do something with your that teacher needed to do something with their voice because it puts you to sleep. It was so it made you sleepy. Like that guy casted hypnosis on us, and then we just caught some Z's, like really good Z's. Yeah, so this was the thing, and we just yeah, I passed the subject, but I had the re-examination period. But the re-examination period, I was expecting that I'm not going to go do really well because I wasn't prepared. Of course, I wasn't prepared because I locked in on the other 2 subjects that was way before them. So I just did just that. Anywho, whatever, I don't mind. I would just redo them and just lock in on the next semester. Okay, here. But yeah, so that was that. And now for the art, I will do the back real quick. Let me see how it looks like. Okay, somewhat okay-ish. I will complain about it probably offline. Yeah. So this is it. I will do this. Okay. Okay, so aside from the speed paints that I want to post, how many of you would be interested in some time in the very far future would love to see me like reach perfection on a Stardew Valley playthrough, specifically the expanded one? Because for those who don't know, I really like Stardew Valley, and I just recently learned how to mod it without destroying anything. Thankfully, don't worry about that. And yeah, I did manage to 100% like in this case reached perfection to the vanilla version, like the original Stardew Valley, and I was really happy. And people were like, "That's a lot of kegs," because I managed to turn the quarry in Stardew Valley into a min-maxing place to get the golden clock. And they were like, Jesus Christ, that's so many kegs. Yeah. I think if for anyone interested, I will send you a screenshot about the keg empire that I built at the quarry of the James Stardew Valley. Okay, so this is done. Really don't want to do that. Do the rest right now. So I will put a save here and I will do a small break. Okay. So I will see you in a little bit. Let me put this, the BRB screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, we are back to the Me music soundtrack. Damn. Let's. Oh, it's done. Oh, rip. What does. Why is that related with Stardew music? Oh well. Yeah. So I will leave it at that. I will put it in a folder. And then I will move back to this and start doing the coloring. The coloring for this one, it's just going to be base colors, basically. I don't want to give it like huge shading, or shading at all, because it's going to be used as a reference for Ko and her camp outfits. So it is what it is. Like, it's not going to be perfect at all. It's out there to be used for other artists instead of using like the super complicated armor and give them a pain. If you get what I mean. Okay, so we go to that. Let's go from the simple stuff. With not this. I will bring back the front of Ko. And probably we'll go for a few more minutes and then I will call it a day. Because I'm starting to feel the exhaustion. You know, it's a very... You know how that week was. Like, for me, it was a little bit tiring. So, there's nothing bad with conserving some energy. I really hope I will return from my trip a little bit rejuvenated. After I change some scenes and relax. Not relax, I would be really like out all the time and on trips and vibing, but the change of environment would be like very much wanted. Like sometimes a change is all that matters. Is Judith crying again? Judy! Hello doll! Hello doll, Judy! Damn, girl doesn't want me. RIP. I'm not wanted by my own dog. She just want to sit around and mope because parents aren't at home. And instead of coming to my room where I am, she just sits and waits. That's totally not showing who's her favorite. Even though I take care of her so well. And don't worry, I love Judy. I love Judy. She's so precious. She's so silly. She's beloved. Like, Judy, such silly. Okay. Progress has been made. The progress is being slowly made. Okay. Also, I think another thing that I should probably learn to Krita is the selection tools. I still have a long way to go with those because the only thing I managed to do on Krita was to make a few brushes that suit my style and then mess around with sketches. And that's all that I managed to do. So I just like doing I'm going really slowly on Krita. Okay, the next thing that I will have to do is use the eyedropper for this one. Wait. That's two different colors. Okay. Okay, I will grab something from their nose. I think this is the hue I will go for. Let's see how it looks. Not there. Oop, below. No, that's a little bit of orangey. Like, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's like closer to what I want. Yeah, I think that's more like it. The pale one, like not the super pale one, but not the orange carroty one. Okay, skin. Name this skin front. Also, I think Jasper gave Jasper like the jeweled crown. Made a co-art for my birthday, and gave her green eyes, which really suits her. So I will just go with that for her eyes. It will make a really nice contrast, probably. Not probably, very. Yeah. I really love Cole. I really love the way she is. He's so serious, but at the same time so I don't know how to say. That's so silly. I'm just like being like, I love Cole. She's so squeezy. She's so serious yet so caring. Like basic protagonist moment. And I'm like, oh, you. You're so squishy. That's so silly, not gonna lie. But yeah, I just love Cole and how she vibes with Gale. Because they basically have like similar problems. One is with the orb and the other like Cole's backstory is basically her struggling with the whole vision, seeing the future on specific things that were either very specific or so uncertain, like thinking, what do I do now? Do I act? Do I change it? Because basically her whole thing is she sees the future, she has the ability to do something to change it, but if she does, she's going to suffer horrible headaches that, depending on how severe the change is, it might bedrid her for days and weeks on end. Like, imagine if she had she managed to see the vision of Gale blowing up because of the orb and managed to save him, she would probably be bedridden for months because she managed to change his fate so strikingly. But I think Cole would take that bite, if she would bite the bullet, because fuck it, it's worth it. But I believe that I think I will do the thing of, if Ko had the whole tadpole if she got tadpole, she would probably would have been nerfed in some way, because probably the tadpole fucked with her whole visioning and whole thing. But something, maybe the Dream Visitor did something, so she would stop her from seeing the visions that maybe lead to his real, her real, depending on dream visitor you picked to his real identity. I don't know. I need to work on that. That would be a really cool concept. I'm gonna lie. Okay, I will probably pick something from that armor from colors to fit the vibe a little bit. Okay. I will put. Oopsie, not that. Deselect. Okay. Here and here. And then we change this. We do another select tool. Here and let's see what color is that. Oh, that's a very gray. I think that's going to go to the boots, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I will get that scarf color onto Ko's shirt. And see if it sticks. Wait, let me see something else. Okay, I see what I will do. Okay. Yeah. So I will go with that for now. Depending on how I like it or not, I will probably change it. But open right now. Not my paint tool shy. Oh well. Okay, so I will go with that for now. Blouse. Front. Okay, so another layer. And I will do the hair and probably call it a day because yeah, I'm tired. Wait, let me just Oopsie. Nope. Oh fuck. This. Nope. Wand. I want the wand. Give me the wand and give me the thingy. Okay. This over there. And here. As you can see, the progress is very slow and probably very painful for some, but that's okay. We are just here to vibe. And here for the big one. Look. Here. And earrings. And here it is. Let's make the small here. Okay. Well, if I recall correctly, Ko has dark hair first, and then she has those purplish, bluish ombre. So I will just go for that first, and then add the new layer that's basically the ear. Name it ear color, and back to that layer with the aquarelle paint. Ooh, that makes the skin here. Wait, let me inverse it. But also, let me just do this, not with this, with this, and then with that. Nope. With this, we go back to this, and we are good. We are good. Okay. So now we will just grab this and wait. Yeah, I will probably have to do the airbrush for this one to add some direction. Okay. Okay, I think this is the one that I was looking for. And then we just go for this with the small brush, not like this. And then we go back. I think I just go back with the airbrush and reapply some. And then I just erase the things that I don't want to reach that much, not that heavily. Here and here. Okay, I will have to make like as on a new layer the colors that I used for this one, because I know they will blend too much and then I will forget. Let me just erase this too on the eyebrows. Okay. Let me put the color here. Okay. Here, and then the dark one here for the hair. Okay. Okay, so far so good, not gonna lie. The rest are going to be a little bit more darker to fit the whole color palette near here and there, and make this pop more, if you get the meaning. Oops. Okay, so right now I will just save it and end the stream. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. It was really nice. It was nice to have the VTube, and then it just crash and burn. So until then, I will see you right after my vacation, hopefully. So yeah, see you on the next one. See ya.